Hi everybody, this is Adrian from Vigilante Fitness Couple here, and the man you're looking at is my dad, who is about to run his first ever Spartan race. So this is the end of the Hong Kong trifecta weekend where we run all 3 races, and Katie and I have already run in the Beast and the Super for the Elite Wave, and we're doing a fun lap with friends and my dad. He is ready! And a lot of props to the DJ King here, who is still bouncing even though he has been sending people off in waves every 15 minutes for the last 2 days. So after a whole season of competing, it was actually really nice to just go out there and have fun with no pressure. And here we have Dad doing his first ever set of Spartan hurdles. He surprised us a lot because he was super conservative during training, but right now he's just jumping into everything.
What's even more surprising is that Adrian's dad actually went on a trip a couple days prior to the race, so he wasn't really able to work out as much as he'd like to. But the thing is, once the race started, all of that previous training came back into his muscle memory, and it all paid off. It's actually really amazing to see Adrian's dad run this, because sometimes when we talk to people in the older generation about what we do, they think we're a little crazy and out of our minds and feel like it's something out of their own ability when we suggest they come run with us. But honestly, if you're a little bit active and you're okay with getting a bit muddy, I think you should just go ahead and jump into one of these races. The great thing about running in the open heat is that you can push yourself to a comfortably safe limit. And who knows, you might just surprise yourself just like Dad surprised us. This was one of my most favorite moments because here Adrian's dad was saying he didn't need any help and he was going to be okay, and sure enough he slipped into the muddy pool. But of course, the best thing was that all he did was laugh it off and really enjoyed being in the cool water on a hot day and took it like a champ. So we were really impressed and really proud.
So whenever Katie and I would practice strength training at home, Dad would always give us a lecture on how it is dangerous to lift heavy objects. And as you can see right here, he is giving me the lecture right now, which is why in a moment I would take the rock and just run off to avoid the lecture. Being the conservative person that he is when training, the slip wall is another obstacle that I thought he was going to skip, but he went up no problem, and he took his time, but he was able to do the full obstacle by himself. I was just there to make sure that it was safe for him coming down because it was pretty slippery and muddy.
Another bonus in running with a giant group of friends is that Henrietta Ma gets to have a bunch of shirtless strong men support her through the monkey bars.
This is the first time in my whole life that I had the chance to carry my dad. It was an interesting experience. And again, you see here the bonus of having big muscular guys carry you. Dad really impressed me here at the sandbag carry because, as I said before, he was very conservative in strength training, which is why I was really impressed when he insisted on doing the whole thing himself.
And you won't believe what Adrian's dad was saying as he was doing the bucket brigade. The whole time he was saying, oh, wow, this weight is so much more comfortable to carry than that sandbag. Nothing about how heavy it was, just simply savoring the positives of this obstacle. And of course, taking a moment to rest when he needs to.
During the age group and elite waves, serious racers will flip over the nets because it saves a lot of time and makes you go down a lot faster, but I only recommend doing this if you are very confident in your grip strength because it could be dangerous if you don't do it properly. Which is why I made sure Dad did the safe and slow approach. And this is the part where Dad freaked us out because he insisted on jumping down himself, resisting our help, and sure enough, he rolls over and lands on his butt. But fortunately, he just comes right back up and laughs, so we realized he was okay. However, this is a good reminder that no matter how much fun you're having, you should always do the obstacles safely.
And because Dad was so busy making sure he didn't get any scratches on his moneymaker face, I was crawling alongside him to make sure he didn't go the wrong direction.
With just a little bit of coaching, Dad actually proved himself to be a natural with the spear. For his first ever spear throw, he was actually pretty close, but unfortunately, it was still a miss, and that meant burpees. Dad is new to the burpee exercise, which is why we're showing him the safe version right now, so he's not putting his chest to the floor yet. However, we made sure that he got them in. To those who are wondering, our dad is in his 60s and actually only casually trains 2 to 3 times at most a week. What matters the most is exiting your comfort zone and trying something new. And I guess having elite racers as your son and your daughter-in-law will help too for coaching. But just to be clear, that is not necessary. Just grab a few friends and go have fun on the course. Even if you go in alone, you will meet a lot of new friends there. So if you're still on the fence about signing up for your first Spartan race, just take a look at Dad. He's having a great time. And it's made us a lot closer too now that Dad has experienced what we love. I would say go ahead and just sign up, because once you cross that finish line, it will change your life. I know it did for us.
And if you ever race in Asia, hopefully we'll get to see you at a Spartan race.